Facebook, what's up? Welcome to another edition of Jay's Spot. We on episode number 8. Yeah, we on episode number 8. Want to thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all my real supporters. Oh wow, it was a technical difficulty, but they don't want me to be great. Facebook messing with me. But yes, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Jay's Spot. We're on episode number 8, and today's topic, we're gonna talk about how to truly be happy in your relationship. Like, what does it take to make you happy? Like, what are your likes? What are your dislikes? You know, like, relationships nowadays, they don't talk about these things. They just, jump into the relationship and then it lasts like 4 months. They move on, next relationship. They move on. Like, they really don't get to know the person that they're with. And that's why, a lot of relationships, they're not lasting long. September, thank you for tuning in. Thank you. I see you, Makesa. Thank you. For those that's now tuning in, tonight's topic, we're gonna talk about how to truly be happy in your relationship. Your likes, your dislikes. What does it truly take what does it truly take to make you happy? To make your relationship last for years and not months and not weeks? Like, what does it take? Brown, peace, brother, peace. Thank you for tuning in. I salute you. For all those also that's tuning in, like, at the bottom of your screen, if you could click the share button. It's a weekly thing. We just want to share this out to everyone on the Facebook, on your friends list. Let everyone get in tuned and check out Jay's Spot. We had a new time right now as well. We at 8:30. It was 8 o'clock, but pushed it to 8:30. So we here. So thank you for tuning in once again. But so let's talk. Talk to me. Like, what does it take to really make you happy in your relationship? Like, I've talked to some women, and you have some women out there, like, they really have high standards. Like, you really have some women out there that just, like, their standards is like up here. If you're not up here with them, like that, they claim that's what makes them happy. But are those really the women that's really happy? Like, does that really truly make you happy? Just, dealing with someone who got, high standards? Like, is that what it takes to make a relationship? Like, I don't, like, holla at me. Like, is that what it really takes? Because you have some people, like, they get in relationships and they're just happy with, like, cheap little dates. Like, little walks in the parks. Like little cheap dates. They're fine with Applebee's. They're fine with Ruby Tuesdays. They're fine with Olive Garden. You really have some women out there as well as men that make them happy. Like, they're not into the whole expensive luxury. I mean, granted, if it's your birthday, if it's Valentine's Day, if it's Christmas, by all means, rock out. But that's being materialistic with it. Like, that's really being materialistic with it. Like, doing a 5-course meal, that really makes you happy? Like, does that really bring happiness to your relationship? That's very true. That's very true, Brown. Like, understanding is the key of happiness. It is. And a lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people, they just want to, keep up with, they want to keep up with the Kardashians. They want to keep up with the Kardashians. Um, you can't have an unrealistic checklist. No man or woman is perfect. You have to understand who you with. That's true. That is very true. You have to understand who you with. You can't just get with someone and automatically expect them to know what you like. Man or woman. It's just you can't expect that. And that's what I was saying a little like when I just, came on the air. A lot of people don't want nothing long lasting. They just jumping into these relationships like they're in a relationship here for 2 days, relationship there for 3 days, relationship here for 4 days. It's like you don't want something long term, something strong. Like, and it's sad because this generation that we living in, everything is temporary. I mean, don't get me wrong, life is temporary. Don't get me wrong, but while you're here, you don't want to enjoy it. You don't want to be happy. Like, talk to me. Makesa, everybody is different. You're right. Everybody is different. You are absolutely right. And the B2B network, I love Olive Garden as well. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, I love Olive Garden. I love Ruby Tuesdays. I love what was the other one? Applebee's. I love Cheesecake Factory. Like, I love those places to go. That really and truly, that's what would make me happy. I'm not into the whole, we got to go to a 5-course meal every weekend or every other weekend. I'm fine with a meal at Ruby Tuesdays. That's me speaking. I'm fine with a meal at Ruby Tuesdays. But in my past, like, I've dated some women that I would ask them. I'd be like, let's go out to eat. What you want to eat? They would tell me, whatever. Now, hear this. You're telling me whatever. So when I hit you up like, all right, this weekend we're going to go to Ruby Tuesdays, you hitting me back with like, Ruby Tuesday, that's a cheap date. That's what you think of me? That's what you think of me? And it's like, yo, just a couple of days ago, didn't I just ask you, where would you like to go? You say you don't know. Now, you have some women, they throw that as a test to see if you're going to say some expensive restaurant. When a man asks you, or a woman, it go both ways. When a man or a woman asks you what you want to eat for our first date, whatever, be real with that person. Tell them, this is what I want. Because if that person takes it upon his or herself and want to go to the Olive Garden on Ruby Tuesdays, you can't be mad at that person. Because the person asks you, what do you want to eat? And you straight up was like, you don't know. You're right, Makesa. A relationship shouldn't be based on that. That's why you have to get to know the person first. That's true. Pretty much same thing Brown was saying. You got to get to know the person. You also have to be happy with yourself, because if you are not, you can't make anybody else happy. Brown, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. You got to be happy with yourself, because if you're not, you can't, like you said, you can't make nobody else happy. You can't make nobody else around you happy. B2B is good to go out. Sometimes it doesn't have to be every day or every Saturday night. That's true. It's good to get out, every now and then. It's good to get out. It's good to get out with your, your significant other. You call up, you like, yo, babe, like, throw on something sexy. I'm gonna take you out. Or vice versa, the girl, hey, babe, like, throw on something, nice. I'm taking you out tonight. Like, nothing's wrong with that. And like, with people nowadays, like, and mainly this young generation, like when I hear them talking in the streets, like, just passing by, I hear these young girls talking. They're like, yeah, he taking me to Benihana's. He taking me here. Now, don't get me wrong. Benihana's is a good restaurant. Don't get me wrong, but it's like you want to be able to tell your friends like, oh yeah, girl, he took me to Benihana's. Yeah, girl, he took me to this expensive restaurant. Like, is that really making you happy, or you just want to have something to tell your friends? Like, what does it truly take to make you happy in a relationship? Now, women, you have some women, A nice walk in the park that'll put a smile on their face. Some nice flowers every other month or every other weekend or something like that. That'll put a smile on their face. Just taking your significant other out. Just walking with them, holding their hands. That will put a smile on their face. And really and truly, people forget. How can I put it? People just forget about the little things that count. People really forget about it's the little things that can put a smile on your partner's face. Like, you don't have to always wine and dine your partner. You don't. And it's funny because when I was talking about this topic, I had me and a certain female, we were conversing about it or whatever, and she was telling me, yo, I've never went to a cheap restaurant, a cheap date or something like that. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, nah, any dude, I deal with, like, they gotta fork up that bread. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, now mind you, this girl don't have a boyfriend. So what's wrong with that? She don't have a boyfriend. She's jumping from men to men to men. And I wonder why she don't have a boyfriend. Like, why she can't keep a boyfriend. Or why a boyfriend don't want to keep her. Like, it has a lot to do with energy as well. It also has a lot to do with energy. Like, you have some people, like, they have bad energy in relationships. Like, they can't, like Brown said, they can't make themselves happy, so they can't make nobody else around them happy. Because they don't know how to, they don't know how to be happy. So if they don't know how to be happy, how are they going to make the next man or the next woman happy? Like, it starts within yourself first. It starts with getting to know yourself first. It really does. It really starts with getting to know yourself first. And as I was saying a little while ago, like, with the younger generation, like, these kids, they're just so focused on the materialistic things in relationships. But it's like, do that really make you happy? Or are you just doing that so you can have something to brag about to your friends? Like, a person like myself, I'm going to just just throw a little curveball out there. A person like myself, I'm fine with going to taking walks in the park. I'm fine with going to plays. I'm fine with the movies. Like, me and the movies, I could go to movies every weekend. Like, that's like I would say that's like the number one thing on my list. Like, when it comes to relationships, like, I love to go to the movies. Like, those are little qualities right there that makes me happy. I don't have to, and traveling as well. Like, I love to travel. I love to travel, but if I can't travel, then, so be it. But, if I could get it in there, I love to travel. But it's those things right there, those little qualities right there that makes me happy. Now, you could get with a woman now, and you don't know this woman. You getting to know her, but you don't know everything about her. So you just tell her, like, yo, let's go, let's just go here, or whatever the case may be. Now, she might be a person that's not into that. Oh, sorry about that. She might be a person that's not into that. But it's like, you're trying to get to know this person, this female, this woman. Or for the vice versa, you're trying to get to know this man, this boy, whatever. You need to spend time with the person to know their likes and dislikes. And that little thing right there is why these relationships don't last long. Or why people can't be happy in a relationship, because they don't know who they're with. They don't know the person that they're with. Like, they don't know them. Like, they don't take walks with the person. They don't talk occasionally. They don't spend time. They don't get to know one another. And that plays a big part in these relationships. If you want to be happy, you got to get to know, you got to, make yourself happy. That's first. And then you got to get to know the person that you're trying to, make something work with. Like, you can't just get with the person and automatically expect them to know you off the bat. That's just not going to happen. You're just asking for disaster. Because you can't get with the person and automatically expect them to know you if they don't know you. It takes time. Like, start off as friends. Talk. If y'all, work in the same area, hit each other up. Like, yo, I'm off for work. When you get off work, all right, I'm going to meet you by your job. Let's take a walk. Go grab a drink if you occasionally drink. Get to know the person. Go sit on the bench. Go talk. I mean, if the weather's nice, of course. Go sit on the bench and talk. Get to know the person. Because Okay. The comment from Brown, his comment reads, that is a woman's biggest mistake, trying to juice someone for expensive gifts. Everyone wants to hit the jackpot, so to speak. Women want men with muscles, cars, well endowed, the men who are flashy, the men who is popular with women. That is their focus and only focus. They have a one-track mind, but just a person who gambles or plays the lotto. They keep on spending their money trying to get rich quick, but they end up with nothing. That's true. And that is the same thing with women. They spend all of their time on men who have material things, but they end up with nothing. They end up with nothing. The best thing can be sitting right next to you and you don't even know it. Wow, that's true. That's true. You could be sitting right next to you and you don't even know it. Just because a man may not have a great deal of wealth, he can be the best thing for you. Many women miss out on because they are focused on wealth and fame. Man, listen, Brown, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. And I'm glad you brought that, you brought that comment up, because men and women, they look for the wrong things in these relationships. Like, they're looking for the wrong thing. They just want to be the next Beyonce and Jay-Z. They want to be the next Kim Kardashian and Kanye. They want to be a power couple. But a lot of them going about it the wrong way to be happy. As you said, Brown, like the best thing that could have happened to you could be sitting right next to you. Look, right next to you. Like, for example, I'm hoping a lot of y'all saw this movie, but look at the movie Love and Basketball. Look at Mike Epps. The girl for him was Sanaa Lathan, and she was right there, right next door to him. His next door neighbor. He played her. He did everything in the book. Hurt that girl feelings. Broke her heart. Had women come to his dorm knowing she was coming, and she had to witness that. And then, he sat and thought about it like, yo, this could be the woman of my dreams. I'm looking in all the wrong places for my future and for my happiness. And then he came to his senses, and look what happened. Look how the movie ended. He got with Sanaa Lathan. He thought Tyra Banks was the wife for him, but it wasn't. So, like, your soulmate and the person to make you happy could be right under your nose. That's true. They can be right under your nose, but because you probably don't see them in that light, you probably feel like, nah, that's just a friend. Nah, she just a homie. Or nah, he just a homie. Not knowing that could be the person of your dreams. That could be the person God put in this earth, on this world for you. In this world for you. But you wouldn't know it because, you just keep skipping over that person. You keep jumping over that person. You're not paying that person no mind. But then when you continuously keep getting hurt, then you sitting back and you're like, yo, That dude was, he's always been around when I've been going through my breakups. Yo, that girl, she's always been there for me when I've been going through my breakups. And the next thing you know, a light go off in your head and you're like, yo, let me get this person a shot. And then you get that person a shot, and everything that you're looking for, that you were looking for to make you happy is right there in that person. Right there in that man or right there in that woman. But nowadays, people don't like to look at it like that. They just want the flashy everything. They want, like Brown, like you said, they want the man with the muscles, the man with the cars. But you wanting all of that, but is that man or that woman going to make you happy? That's all I want to know. Is that person going to make you happy? Is that person going to bring happiness to your relationship? Is that person going to be there for you when you need them? That's the thing with these relationships nowadays they don't look at. They don't look at long term. They're just looking at for the moment. That's all they're looking at is for the moment. And you want something long term. You want something like the Obamas. You want something that's solid and real. Like, why you want to keep going from relationship to relationship to relationship? For what? Like, for what? I would never understand and I would never get it. But Makesa reads Makesa's comment. What about if you're in a relationship with someone for years and things aren't just working out? Well, if that's the case, if, a person in a relationship like that for years and it's just not working out, it's sad to say, like, that's just dead weight. Like, someone got to be the bigger person and just walk away. I mean, if you want to fight and fight and fight, so be it. Nothing wrong with fighting now. Nothing's wrong with fighting. I'm not saying people should just give up on their relationships. No, you can talk it out with your partner, your significant other, your mate, whatever, whoever. But if they're not trying to meet you halfway at least, then maybe it's time, that person should walk away. Because one thing I've learned over these years, like, life is too short to be in a relationship where you're not happy. Because you don't want to get to the age of 40. Well, I'm not even going to say 40. You don't want to get to the age of like 50 and you be like, yo, I've been with this person for 25 years and I feel dead when I'm with this person. I don't feel alive. You don't want that. Because I feel the worst thing to go through is wasted time. Like, the worst. To be with somebody for so many years and it don't work out, and that person know it wasn't going to work out, but they just wasted your time. Like, you can't get back wasted time. You can't. You cannot get back wasted time. B2B comment, what are these men doing to show women they are the best thing for them? I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. You have some men that's completely doing nothing to show that woman that, they're just talking. But if you're talking and you have no actions behind it, you're just talking. And it goes on both parts. Like, if a man is going to talk that talk, he should be able to back it up with his actions. Just like if a woman's going to talk that talk, she should be able to back it up with her actions. Because nowadays, you can't just go by what someone say. You got to go by with actions. Like me, I've been a person, I'm always going to go by your actions. Like, you could say it to me, you could tell it to me, but if you have no actions behind it, then you're just talking. You're really just talking. But you have some men out there that they're not doing anything to show this woman they're the best thing for them. And I mean, they're not doing anything. They're just talking. They're just telling them like, oh yeah, if you was my girl, I would take you here, I would take you there, we'll do this, that, and the third. And then what happens when you get that person? What happens when that girl get that man that shot that he's been wanting, and he get her, and now he just has her there in the corner. He's not doing anything of what he was bragging about in the beginning. So actions play a part in relationships as well. I mean, granted, nowadays in this time and era that we're living in, people tight with money. People are tight with money. You're going to have sometimes you're going to have money, and you're going to have sometimes you're not going to have money. but we're human. But when you do have, a little bit of change, and that's the person you want to, you've been chasing, you've been running after, however you want to call it. Let your actions talk. Let your actions show like, yo, remember I said I want to take you out, like, yo, I got some change. Let's go, let's go out to dinner. Let's go get a drink. Let's go watch a play. Like, it's really the little things, and effort. Effort is another thing in relationships. Like, you got to show effort. You got to show your partner that you have effort. Because if you're not showing him or her any effort, they just feel like you're just there. You're just all talk. It's the truth. That's very true. B2B network. Some people are looking for their match. You're right. And that's the best feeling in the world, when you find your match. The best feeling in the world. Because you feel like you're complete. You feel like you found the person of your dreams. So, you having that person, I'm terribly sorry. Please give me 1 minute. I'm terribly sorry. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that's the best feeling, like, getting with someone that's your match. Because you feel complete. You feel like you don't have to, you don't have to go out there searching anymore. You feel like you found your match. You can, they respect and they take your time seriously, and they're not trying to waste your time. They trying to be real with you. They want a long-term relationship with you. They want to travel with you. They want to take you out. They want to go here. They want to go there. They want to put a smile on your face. Like, it's the best feeling in the world. Have a comment from Keisha. Some people have been hurt so much that when the right one is in front of them, they push them away. Wow, that you want to know what's crazy? I was actually waiting for someone to come up with that comment, but that's very true, Keisha. Some people been hurt so much in their life, like the best thing could be right in front of them, but because they've been hurt so much in their past, they just feel like, I'm not giving this guy a chance, or I'm not giving this girl a chance. And it's because they've been hurt so much in their life, they don't know how to accept when a blessing is right in front of them. I second on that. That's very true. That is very true. Just by looking at this comment, I know Brown's saying something that's something I was thinking about. To respond to the B2B TV network, many men who show they are the best thing can be in many different forms. That's true. That's very true. It could be in many different forms. For instance, in college and in high school, if you are not a top athlete, that is what women will give. That is when women will give you their attention. They'll give their attention to a man that is on the bottom, but trying to possibly start a business. That will take time. Both men and women want instant gratification. They want everything now. Nobody wants to take it. Nobody wants to take it if you move fast and things fail. Relationships are built on time. And everything. Built on time. I'm sorry. Everything has to go through its developmental stages to blossom. This is why many women and men bounce from relationship to relationship. Yo, you see what I'm saying, Brown? I knew you was going to speak something that I was thinking about. But that's true. That is very true. Like, if you're in high school and college If you're not a top athlete, like these girls didn't give you the time of day. A lot of them not give you the time of day. And then if you're like at the bottom trying to get up there and start your own business, they take you for a joke. So it's it's really hard. Because like you got to go through so much just to prove yourself to this man or to this woman. When really and truly it shouldn't be like that. It really shouldn't. But like Brown said, like they want everything now. It's like if you can't bring everything now into the table, it's like they not, excuse my language, they not effing with you. And you gotta understand, like things take time. Like if you want greatness, it takes time. For example, look at Michael Jordan. He didn't become Michael Jordan overnight. It took time. Look at Kobe Bryant. He didn't become greatness overnight. It took time. So when you have a woman as well as a man that's willing to fight, like go wait with you hand and foot, that's a keeper. Because nowadays, if you're not up there and have everything, when you meet this man or this woman, they automatically not messing with you because they feel, it's going to take you time to get where you need to be. Now, how I feel about that. If you get with the man or the woman and, like a year, maybe 2 years went by and they still in the same position, then you can honestly say like, okay, this person is not trying to move forward. This person is happy staying here. This person don't want to grow. Then you can say that. Then you can say, okay, like I got to walk away. Then you can say that. But if you're with this person a year, 2 years, and this person is progressing, this person, he or she is, when you met them, they're not in the same position as to where they are now, then that person's trying. But the thing is, people don't want to go through the wait. They want everything overnight. They don't want to go through the blood, sweat, and tears to get there. I'm sorry, Makesa. How do you know what? Oh, how do you know you found your match? Really and truly, you just know. It sounds strange, but really and truly, you just know when you found your match. Because I would tell you like this. This is the way I can answer that question. I would know I found my match when that person knows me. That person, wow, you caught me with that one, McKay. So like, I honestly can say you caught me with that one. But I would say like, that person knows you. That person has a good heart. That person cares for you. That person want to see you happy. That person want to see you smile. Even if you're sad, like that person want to put a smile on your face. Yeah, I really, like, you just know. I honestly feel you just know in your heart. I really feel like if you found your match just in your heart. I could be wrong, but that's what I would call it. Comment from B2B. Just because you're friends with a person, it doesn't mean you are the best thing for them though. That's true. That person can just really need you and see you as a great friend. That is so true, B2B. That is so true. You're right. You're right about that. You could be friends with someone and y'all could just be great friends. You can't see that person no more than a friend. You're right. It's possible. It is very possible. But you might want to, if you're just going through disastrous relationships and, that person is always there for you. You have some people that are just, give it a shot. They'll be like, you know what? He or she's been there for me when I've been going through, my trials, or tribulations with these relationships. Let me see what's going on. And the next thing you know, that could be the best thing for you. Or it could be, a relationship that didn't work. But at least you could say you tried. And nothing's wrong with trying. Like, you have people out there that don't want to try at all. You have people that don't want to try at all. They just want to be like, nah, I can't see myself talking to him, or I can't see myself talking to her. But then you never know. Like, life is about taking oh, wow. And look, Makesa just said it. Life is about taking chances. A lot of people don't want to take chances. But you will never know what something could have be if you didn't take a chance. I'm a firm believer of that. Like, life is about taking chances. Brown has a comment to respond to B2B Network. The reason why it is better to start off as friends is because you understand a person without pressure, opposed to meeting someone and dating and your guard is constantly up. Wow, that's true. That is very true. That's why I stated from the beginning about understanding. When you are friends, it helps a lot to be in the category of the best thing for the opposite sex. In a relationship, your partner will need you, and great friends means great understanding. Great understand. Great understand makes a loving relationship. That's also true. Like, sometimes friends, not sometimes, you should start off as friends first. Because, like Brown said, like, you get to know the person without pressure. Now, being in a relationship right away is like Brown said, like, your guard is constantly up because this person is new to you, so you don't know what to expect from the person. So your guard is gonna constantly be up. The person could tell you something, you're second guessing, like, oh, is this person telling me the truth? Is this person lying to me? And you don't want to go through a relationship like that. You don't want to go through a relationship like that. So starting off as friends is good. Now, it don't matter how you start off as friends. You can start off as friends texting this person. You can start off as friends hanging out with this person. You can start off as friends just becoming email buddies. Just email buddies. And I say it in that form. And the reason I say it like that is because let's say you're into these online dating websites and you meet the person. You might not want to exchange numbers right away. So, you can take it to like, yo, let's just email each other. And you could get to know a lot about that person just by emailing them. And then when you feel that, you've got to know a lot about this person, then you take it to the next step. And, it could go to the numbers. Y'all could start texting. And then after that, you could possibly meet this person. And then you meet this person, but meet the person in an open environment. Don't say, oh, Jay told me to meet this person. Nah, I'm not saying that, but I am saying when you do meet the person, like, meet them in an open space, somewhere like in a Starbucks, somewhere people are around. And then next thing you know, you might hit it off with the best thing that ever happened to you. You never know. B2B, I agree you should be friends first, but there are people who you rather keep as a friend. Just because your friend is attracted to you, it doesn't mean the other person has those same feelings. That's how people overstep their boundaries and become confused with the real meaning of friends. B2B, you're absolutely right. You could just be friends with the person just because they share, just because they have certain feelings towards you don't mean you have the same towards them. That's true. A person knows after the first conversation whether or not they want to be friends or something greater. I knew. That's true. After the first conversation, you do know if you want something with them or if you just want to be friends. Because like they say, like, what's that saying? The first impressions are everything. That's true. It's just like you go to a job interview. First impressions are everything. You want to leave something that when that person that's interviewing, although they might have like 20 other candidates, you want to leave that impression on them like, yo, that person that I interviewed this morning, like, I'm really feeling that person. I'm really feeling that person. Like, I think I need to call that person back. So first impressions are everything. Yeah, that is true. B2B network. Understanding again is at the starting line before you start running or committing yourself to someone. If both friends want to take it to the next level, then go for it. If not, then you should just be friends as you started. As you stated, sorry. That's true. I really like Brown, like really and truly, I don't get it with why people don't want to start off as friends first. Because you jumping into a relationship right away with the person, but that person don't know nothing about you. So now, as you stated earlier, now your guard is up. And because everything this person say to you, like, you gotta second guess it, you gotta go out there investigating, and all that shouldn't be needed. Now, as you become friends with this person first, you know their like, as I stated earlier when I started the show, you know their likes and you know their dislikes. Now, you have some people out there, they could be in a relationship with you. If you do just one thing that they dislike, they cutting you off. They are cutting you off. Like, I could be a man about it and say that. Like, they'll cut you off. And I've went through it. I mean, in my younger days, but you know, I did one thing wrong to a female, and next thing you know, I'm calling the female, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? Now, mind you, she didn't have the heart to tell me personally. I had to find out what I did wrong through another mutual friend. And it's like, you couldn't be a woman and, you know, tell me. Really and truly, I don't even remember what I did. But whatever it was, we were teenagers probably. I think I was like 20, maybe 22. No, maybe 19 or 20. One of the two. But we were still kids. Like, I really wasn't serious about a relationship, but, you know, we were trying to, you know, see where it could go. But I guess she was more serious than I was. But, yeah, that's true. That's very true. That is very true. But as I stated, like, you know, get to know the person first. You know, get to know their likes, get to know their dislikes. Because, I'm sorry, B2B network, you have to be able to read the signal. Yes, thank you. Thank you. You have to be able to read the signals. Pushing up on a friend who doesn't see you as someone intimate can ruin the friendship. That's also true. That's also true. You gotta read the signals, like, from the person. You could be thinking the person give you good signals. You could be thinking the person is giving you them signals like, yeah, push up on me. But in all reality, that person could just be that type of person that just give off those kind of signals. Now, it's kind of tricky because then when you do force your hand and you take them signals serious and you run with it, it could ruin your friendship because the person could be looking at you like, yo, I don't even see you like in that light, and you coming on to me like that. And then next thing you know, you ruin your relationship. You don't hear from the person for like a week or two, and then next thing you know, you don't hear from them ever again. I mean, that's just how the cookie crumbles. It's sad, but it's the truth. It is really the truth. But that's why this topic, like, you know, I felt, you know, it was an interesting topic because, like, I just want to know, like, what does it really take to truly make you, what does it take to truly make you happy in a relationship? And a lot of people really don't know what it takes to be happy in a relationship. They're just in a relationship. They're just in it. It's uncomfortable now. Yeah, it does become uncomfortable because the person push up on you. They thought they were reading some good signals, but now you feeling away when you're around the person because you, in your mind, you know, yo, this person just tried to kiss me, and I don't even like this person like that. So when you're around them, you feel all uncomfortable and awkward, and the person feeling like a fool because the person is like, damn, man, I really thought, you know, he or she was giving me them right signals, but I overstepped my boundaries. So now, you know, I might lose this person as a great friend, or, you know, we might get past this, brush it under the rug, and just never talk about it again. It's a chance you got to take. And like Makesa said, life is about taking chances. A lot of people don't like to take chances, but life is really about taking chances. But I mean, I don't know. You just want to be happy in your relationship. Like, you're getting older in life. Like, you know, everyone's getting older, of course, in life. And you don't want to just keep jumping from relationship to relationship. Like, this is how I feel. Some might agree, some might not agree. I feel if you get with someone and they're nothing like, you know, maybe a past, or maybe not, they may not be anything of what you want. But if that person come close and you're happy with that person and you can see yourself with that person, why not rock out with that person? Because no one in this world is perfect. You're not going to get that perfect husband, that perfect wife. You're going to get a person that they're going to mess up. And I really do feel like if someone comes close enough to what you're looking for, why not rock out with that person? You can probably, not to say it like this, I don't want to say it like you're training some dog or some cat, but you could probably train that partner and make them to what you want. Or they can train you to make you to what they want. I mean, it won't hurt to give it a try. And I noticed that too with relationships. People don't want to try. They just want to give up too easily. They want to give up too easy. Like, they want to throw in the towel right away. But what bugs me out, and I would never understand this bugs me out. You'll kick your boyfriend or your girlfriend to the curb because they text, you caught them texting their ex or something. You'll kick them out or break up with them because of that. But then you'll get with the next boy or the next man or the next woman, and that person could be married and still sleeping with their wife or their husband, and you still let them rock. But a person who was just harmlessly just texting their, they ex, probably, maybe they're still friends with their ex and they just texting them. You feel disrespected, you feel played, you kick them to the curb, but you get with the next man or the next woman and they're physically sleeping with their ex. Now, you just kick somebody else to the curb just because they were just texting their ex. But you're in a new relationship with someone who's physically sleeping with their ex. I never understood that. I never understood it. Maybe it's not meant for me to understand it. Or maybe, really and truly, maybe they just were not that into you anymore. So maybe they just wanted to find something real petty to be out the door. Like, oh, you texting your ex girl, or oh, you texting your ex man. Yo, I'm done with you, blah, blah, blah. And you kick that person to the curb and get with somebody else who's doing way worse than what your last exes did to you. I don't get it. Like Brown, can you help me with that one? Like, I don't get that. Like, I really don't get it. And I've seen that a lot. I've seen that a lot with personal, friends and some family. I've seen that a lot. And it just amazes me. And it's like what? Like, what are you doing? But like I said, maybe it's not meant for me to understand. Maybe it's just not for me to understand. Like, I don't know. But I know I want to thank. I mean, getting close to that cutoff time. Getting close to that cutoff time. But as I stated earlier, like I've always stated in all my episodes, if it's a topic you want to talk about, anything, a question you might have for me, you always free to shoot me an email. I check my emails daily, constantly. You can always send me an email, a topic you want to talk about. Like, we could talk about it. We could talk about it. We don't got to put nobody on blast. If it's something you just want to, talk about, you need questions to, just shoot me an email. We could talk about it. I don't have no problem with discussing it on the episodes, on any one of my episodes. But the email for that, to reach me directly, my email is actorjrichards@gmail.com. Once again, my email is actorjrichards@gmail.com. So, if you want to shoot me an email, anything you want to talk about, no matter what it is, we can talk about it. We grown. This is Jay's spot. This is 21. Matter of fact, this is 28 and older. I'm going to up the bar. This is 28 and older. We can talk about anything up here on Jay's spot. We all grown. I hope all my viewers are grown. So, we could talk about anything. But salute, Brown. I appreciate that. I'm just trying to bring that positive energy, man. Trying to turn a negative into a positive. Like, at times, I couldn't believe that I was, doing this, this Facebook Live, this whole J spot. But then just dealing with the world that we live in, like just seeing, for example, like all these girls out here that's lost, that might not have a father in their lives, just like these boys out here that's lost, that might not have a father in their lives. These bitter women that's just doing vindictive stuff to the men. It's like, I thought about it, it's like, yo, I gotta talk about this. Like, it's a lot on my chest that I want to get off. And I could really and truly could write a book about a lot of stuff, but my mind is not to that level yet. So I'm not going, talk about that just yet. But when my mind gets to that level, then, if a book needs to be written, so be it. Because it's a lot I have to talk about. It's a lot that I've been through, and I'm blessed to still be here. Like, the Lord, He granted me another chance. And some people don't pay attention to that when they get second chances. Some people get second, third, fourth, fifth chances, and like, you're getting chances for a reason. That's trying to show you and tell you, like, yo, slow down. Change your life. Change your path. And for me, you just give me a second chance, I ain't gonna need a third or fourth, because I'm gonna take that second chance and I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna do the best of my ability to utilize that second chance. That's true, Brown. It's needed, no doubt. Positivity gotta come to the forefront. You're right, because in this world, everything is just negative. Everything is negative. Like, for example, like, look at this whole Chris Brown and Soulja Boy. I mean, it's funny to me, actually. It's funny. But look how everybody on social media just going so hard with it. I mean, them people got money. Them guys got money. Win or lose, they still walking away, going to their Bentley, going to their Maserati, and pulling up to their $5 million mansion. So win or lose, they still good. But negativity been controlling this world for so long that people don't even, they like, what's positive again? They're like, what is positive? Because they know nothing but, all they know is negativity. Like, they don't even know about positive anymore. So, I mean, I'm gonna try to bring that positive message. Win or lose, if it get to the right ears, so be it. If it get to the wrong ears, so be it. But I'm just still trying to bring something to the table. I'm trying to, like I said, turn a negative to a positive. That's all I'm trying to do. That's why I be saying in, my episodes, at the bottom of the screen, click the share button so we can share this out. Because if my message is not touching my viewers, it gotta touch someone on their friends list. It just has to, because someone could be going through something and you don't know. Someone could need a hug for that day and they didn't get that hug. But like if they see Jay's spot and they see any one of my episodes, whatever they're going through, they probably could relate to some of my episodes. And it could probably put a smile on their face and be like, yo, that dude was bringing some real heat. As well as I tell my viewers, click the the heart button or click the thumbs up button. Let me know, what I'm saying. You feeling it? Like you feeling my positive message, my positive energy. It's all love. It's all love. That's all I'm trying to do. Just bringing that positive message. But until next time, until we meet for episode 9. Today's episode 8. Next week we're on episode 9. Until next week, man, just tune in. Same time. Well, same place. New time. We still here every Tuesdays, 8:30. It was 8 o'clock, but now we here 8:30. So Eastern Standard Time. We will be here. So thank you once again to everyone who's tuned in. Thank you for those who, click the share button and share this episode. I appreciate you as always. And I'll see you guys next week. Thank you. Salute.